Good morning. It is Monday, January 13th, 2025. We have TikTok for maybe a week. And I'm just here to apologize to all of you. It's my fault because I liked it. And if I like something, it goes away. I have 12 grandchildren. The 13th is on the way. This is my way of keeping in touch with them since most of them live out of state. And kids being kids, they don't want to be on the phone with me. Come on. I'm wasting away. I can feel it. And I don't have that much time left. I need TikTok to stick around. I sit on the couch all by myself. I can't have a dog because I'm too sick to get up and let it out when it needs to go out or take her out. I'm a big German Shepherd person. But I can't handle a German Shepherd. I'm too sick and weak and tired. I'd give anything to have one right now, but I don't have anybody to help me. I have a husband, but he works beyond full time. He commutes 100 miles a day. So he'll get home, I don't know, 6:30, and then he has to go to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. That's all the time I get with him. I have favorite creators on here that I look forward to seeing every day. Excuse me. I get treatment every 3 weeks if my hemoglobin is not high enough. They give me a growth factor called luspatercept. And it forces my bones to create red blood cells because my body can't do it. It's working. It's keeping my hemoglobin in the 9s. It's supposed to be 15. If it drops below 8, I have to have a transfusion. I have not needed a transfusion in 2.5 years. This August, it'll be 3. But after months and months of I've been on luspatercept for almost 3 years. All it's doing is keeping me alive. I can't jump up and do the stuff I always do. I'm a clean freak. I keep my house fastidious. That is to say, I used to. Now, it's a pigsty. Why? Because I'm not up and taking care of it. There's not a whole lot I can do, but TikTok was one of them. It gave me a creative outlet. I was doing an autobiography, for lack of a better word, for my grandchildren because I don't feel like they know me at all because they all live so far away. So thanks for taking that away from me. I can stop treatment anytime I want and go into hospice and slip away. And maybe it's time. Because when that green monster gets sworn in, it's going to be like living in hell in America. Lots of people that I know are leaving, relocating to other countries. I hear Portugal is wonderful. I hear Spain is wonderful. I'd go to Canada. I love Canada. I hate politicians. Sorry, I can hardly talk. I haven't had my first sip of coffee yet. I love everybody on here. And just because I promised it, and I still can while I can, I'm going to tell you about my Rosie O'Donnell story. I got a letter in the mail one year. I'm going to say it was like September of 1994, telling me that I had been chosen to appear on the Rosie O'Donnell Lookalike Show. She did a show about it because she kept getting letters from people saying, everybody tells me I look just like you. So I didn't send a picture of myself in. A friend of mine did. Her name is Rudy. She sent a picture of me in, and I'm assuming a letter describing me, and they reached out to me. I ended up in the front row. It was my daughter's 18th birthday. I got her blessing to go to New York City, and that we would celebrate her birthday when I got back. November 14th, 1994. 1997, I'm sorry, 1997. And I had to leave my seat and go wait backstage with Mary Chapin Carpenter, who was also dressed like Rosie O'Donnell, in that she threw on a wig, a darker hair colored wig. So a Muppet took my seat for one segment, and then after the Muppet thing was done, I walked back to my seat. And Rosie's hairdressers floofed my hair and everything because I was in the front row. Burt Reynolds was on, Penny Marshall was on, and so was the mom on the Brady Bunch. And since I was in the front row, I was literally only about 15 feet away from these people. And it was so cool. And during the commercial breaks, Rosie was she was working. I mean, she wasn't mean to anybody. She was kind. Extremely kind. And afterwards, she took us to the supermodel cafe for lunch. And I don't know if you know this about Rosie, but she does not give autographs. But she gave each one of us an autographed picture of a scene from A League of Her Own. A League of Their Own. That she did sign beforehand. She gave us all a goodie bag. I think that's where the whole gifts at the talk show started. I think that was her thing. And she was just very gracious, very sweet. And she is, and always has been, what Kelly Clarkson would call a rad human. She's a good person, through and through. I admire her, always have, always will. She'll never see this. She'll never reply to this. Especially not now. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. It was my second time to New York City. Loved it. And yes, I went by myself. And yes, I walked around in the evenings by myself. Because at the time, there were policemen on every other corner, or every corner. I felt very safe in New York City. But, there, at least I got that out. I can't finish my autobiography, and there were things I did want to touch on about how my stepfather, who was my uncle before he was my stepfather, loved to play with me. And I but I put myself in front of my siblings because I did not want anything to happen to them. And they all hate me now. They've all disowned me. So there's that story, but it'll never get told now. Now I just... anything I like gets taken away from me. It can be Altoids peppermint gum. It was the best gum ever invented. Gone. A certain pair of underpants I like. Gone. They don't make them anymore. No, we have to wear cotton now. We can't wear satin. And anything I like that I buy and I begin to use goes away. Anything I like, period, just goes away. Goes away. My kids, they're all gone. So I hope I don't have to say goodbye to TikTok, because I love all of you. And I would miss all of you, so I will go to YouTube. I guess YouTube. I love you all. Have a good one.